안녕하세요. Kami Teaches Korean의 Kami 선생님입니다. Hi guys! It's Teacher Kami po of Kami Teaches Korean at ito na po ang part 2 ng Chapter 15. We're almost done with Book 1 na kalahati po ng Book 1. Ready na po ba? At siguro excited na rin po tayo na makatapos po ng kalahati ng Book 1. So I won't keep you guys waiting. Start na po tayo sa part 2. So for part 2 po, as we learned sa Chapter 15 part 1, puro mga weather-related expression po, no? Pero in this case, sa part 2 ng chapter 15 dito sa page 178, ang mga vocabulary po natin ay tungkol sa moods tsaka feelings na po. So, feelings, 기분, 기분. Tapos, ang mga mood po natin, emotions, 감정, 감정. So, itong gwa, of course, end lang po siya, connecting two nouns. So, 기분과 감정, feelings and moods. Okay? So, let's get started po. Ano po yung first feeling po natin? When we feel good, 기분이 좋다. 기분이 좋다. To feel good, right? So, before we start conjugating po into present, past, future tense, basahin po muna natin yung apat na vocabulary, okay? So, after feeling good po, meron po tayong to be pleased. 기쁘다, 기쁘다. To be pleased. Next, to be pleasant. 즐겁다, 즐겁다. Pero hindi lang po siya to be pleasant. Pwede rin po siyang to enjoy. So, you're enjoying something that you are doing. So, when you feel like you're enjoying at activity, pwede rin po ito na umiinom po siya ng kape o ng tsaa. They feel like they are enjoying what they are doing. So, 즐겁다 po siya. Okay? So, after that, yung pinaka masayang excitement po or feeling po natin is excitement. 신나다. 신나다. To be excited. 신나다. Okay, so how do we conjugate all of these? So, meron po tayong present, past, and future tense. At na-label ko na po kung alin po dito sa mga vocabulary na to ay may irregular po tayo. Para hindi na kayo mahirapan kung alin po dyan ng mga irregular na kailangan sundan po ang ibang exception or rules po nila. Okay, so let's start with 기분이 좋다. Pag present tense polite, 기분이 좋아요. 기분이 좋아요. 기분이 좋습니다. 기분이 좋습니다. So, to feel good po. For past tense, 기분이 좋았어요. 기분이 좋았어요. 기분이 좋았습니다. 기분이 좋았습니다. For past tense. And last future tense, 기분이 좋을 거예요. 기분이 좋을 거예요. 기분이 좋을 겁니다. 기분이 좋을 겁니다. And before we move to the next vocabulary, pansin nyo po na 기분이, 기분, ay galing din po sa title natin. No? So, 기분 is the word meaning your feelings. So, ang feeling ko, 기분이, 기분이, as the subject particle. So, yung subject po is talking about this one. So, 기분이 좋다. So, my feeling is good. Kaya, to feel good ang translation niya. Hopefully, nagets po natin yung breakdown po niya. Kaya, 기분이 좋다. 좋다 means to be good. So, your feeling is being good right now. 기분이 좋다. Sana po, habang nanonood ko po kayo ngayon, 기분이 좋아요. Diba? While you are watching my lectures po, lahat po, 기분이 좋아요. Okay, let's continue po. To be pleased. So when you're pleased about something, you're happy with receiving a gift or you are happy for an event that happened in your life. So you feel that sort of joy, no? So 기쁘다. Si 기쁘다 is one of the example ng irregular So irregular po si 기쁘다. When we conjugate into present tense polite, magiging 기뻐요 po siya. 기뻐요. Pag naka-present tense formal, wala po tayong gagawin. So, it's just 기쁩니다. 기쁩니다. When we move to the past tense po, sa past tense, 기뻤어요. 기뻤어요. 기뻤습니다. 기뻤습니다. And last for the future tense, 기쁠 거예요. 기쁠 거예요. 기쁠 겁니다. 기쁠 겁니다. Okay, so for na쁘다. Ito po mga conjugations nila. Next, to be pleasant or to enjoy. 즐겁다. So, irregular 비읍 naman ang 즐겁다 po na vocabulary. So, since under irregular 비읍 po siya, we need to conjugate into 즐거워요. 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 즐겁습니다 for the present tense formal. 즐겁습니다. Okay, since irregular 비읍 po si 즐겁다, ito naman po ang conjugations in past tense. 즐거웠어요. 즐거웠어요. 즐거웠습니다. 즐거웠습니다. And last for the future tense, 즐거울 거예요. 즐거울 거예요. And lastly, 즐거울 겁니다. 즐거울 겁니다. Okay, and finally, to be excited, 신나다. 신나요. 신나요. 신납니다. 신납니다. For present tense, polite and formal. Sa past tense naman, 신났어요. 신났어요. 신났습니다. 신났습니다. For the past tense, polite, formal. And lastly, future tense, 신날 거예요. 신날 거예요. 신날 겁니다. 신날 겁니다. Okay, so 신나다, past, present, and future. For our next set of vocabs, ito naman po mga feeling na medyo negative naman po siya. So let's start po ng opposite ng 기분이 좋다, to feel bad, 기분이 나쁘다. 기분이 나쁘다. So to feel bad. So ang feeling po natin, 나쁘다, to be bad. So our feelings are bad. 기분이 나쁘다. Next, to be sad, 슬프다. 슬프다. To be sad. To be tired, 피곤하다. 피곤하다. To be tired. And last, to be sleepy, 졸리다. 졸리다. Okay. So, ito po ang apat na vocabs. Paano po natin i-conjugate ng tama? So, meron po tayong dalawang vocabulary na categorized under irregular Okay? So, irregular adjectives po sila. So, 기분이 나쁘다 becomes 기분이 나빠요. 기분이 나빠요. For the present tense polite, pag formal naman, wala pong rules. So, 나쁩니다. 기분이 나쁩니다. 기분이 나쁩니다. For the past tense, 기분이 나빴어요. 기분이 나빴어요. 기분이 나빴습니다. 기분이 나빴습니다. And lastly, future tense, 기분이 나쁠 거예요. 기분이 나쁠 거예요. 기분이 나쁠 겁니다. 기분이 나쁠 겁니다. Okay, so for 슬프다 naman, si 슬프다, same category of irregular kaya si 슬프다 magiging 슬퍼요. 슬퍼요. Next, 슬픕니다. 슬픕니다. For present tense formal. Pag past tense, 슬펐어요. 슬펐어요. 슬펐습니다. 슬펐습니다. And future tense, 슬플 거예요. 슬플 거예요. 슬플 겁니다. 슬플 겁니다. Okay. Then, 피곤하다, to be tired, present tense, 피곤해요. 피곤해요. 피곤합니다. 피곤합니다. Past tense, 피곤했어요. 피곤했어요. 피곤했습니다. 피곤했습니다. And lastly, future tense, 피곤할 거예요. 피곤할 거예요. 피곤할 겁니다. 피곤할 겁니다. Alright. And lastly, present tense, 졸려요. 졸려요. For sleepy, 졸립니다. 졸립니다. For the present tense, polite and formal. Past tense naman, 졸렸어요. 졸렸어요. 졸렸습니다. 졸렸습니다. And future tense, 졸릴 거예요. 졸릴 거예요. 졸릴 겁니다. 졸릴 겁니다. Alright, so those are the 4 vocabulary naman po na feelings, mood na medyo negative po sila. Okay, so we still have other vocabulary as well. Wala lang po silang picture, no? Kaya siguro hindi po sinasama minsan sa mga vocabulary list. Pero dapat po alam din po natin yung mga vocabulary na to. Because this is also what we feel also every day. So meron po tayong vocabulary to be lonely. So when you feel lonely po, 외롭다. 외롭다. So to be lonely. Next, to be depressed, 우울하다. 우울하다. So, hindi siya pero ul. So, parang in-extend nyo po yung so medyo mahaba na po yung imbis na uul. So, hindi siya uulhada. Ulhada. Ulhada. To be depressed. Next, to feel refreshed, 상쾌하다. 상쾌하다. 상쾌하다, so to feel refreshed. And lastly, 행복하다, to be happy. 행복하다. So how do we conjugate the following vocabulary po? 외롭다, again, another example ng irregular PUP na vocabulary. So si 외롭다 ay magiging 외로워요. 외로워요. Present tense formal, 외롭습니다. 외롭습니다. Past tense, 외로웠어요. 외로웠어요. 외로웠습니다. 외로웠습니다. And future tense, 외로울 거예요. 외로울 거예요. 외로울 겁니다. 외로울 겁니다. Okay. Then, we have to be depressed, 우울하다. In present tense, 우울해요. 우울해요. 우울합니다. 우울합니다. Then past tense, 우울했어요. 우울했어요. 우울했습니다. 우울했습니다. And finally, future tense, 우울할 거예요. 우울할 거예요. 우울할 겁니다. 우울할 겁니다. Okay, so for the future tense naman po yan. So then we have to feel refreshed, 상쾌하다, 상쾌해요, 상쾌해요, 상쾌합니다, 상쾌합니다. Then past tense, 상쾌했어요, 상쾌했어요, 상쾌했습니다, 상쾌했습니다. And for future tense, 상쾌할 거예요. 상쾌할 거예요. 상쾌할 겁니다. 상쾌할 겁니다. Okay. So our last vocabulary, to be happy, 행복하다. In present tense, 행복해요. 행복해요. 행복합니다. 행복합니다. Then we have past tense, 행복했어요. 행복했어요. 행복했습니다. 행복했습니다. And future tense, 행복할 거예요. 행복할 거예요. 행복할 겁니다. 행복할 겁니다. Ayan, ang 4 po na vocabulary natin na walang picture, unfortunately. Pero ito na po, nakakonjugate na po siya para ma-review nyo po in the future. So, we have some example sentences po, gamit po ng vocabulary that we just learned. So, nasa page 178 pa rin po, pero ito naman mga example sentences to let us practice, to help us practice po yung mga vocabs. Okay, so, I feel good because I've scored well in the test. So, pag sasabihin nyo po, you feel good, at pumasa po sila sa test, 시험을 잘 쳐서 기분이 좋아요. One more time. 시험을 잘 쳐서 기분이 좋아요. So, 기분이 좋아요. Alam po natin na I feel good po. Pero meron po tayong reason kung bakit po feeling good tayo, which is part of our lesson today. Talking about the reason why something happens to us, the reason why we feel something. So when you talk about the reason because, ito po siya. So meron po tayong reason. 시험을 잘 쳐서. Because I've scored well in the test or because I took well the test. 시험을 잘 쳐서 기분이 좋아요. So kita nyo po yung highlight ko, baliktad po siya in English. So, don't forget na medyo baliktad po kasi ang grammar structure ng Korean. So, when you think of something in English or even in Tagalog po, pag Kinorean po natin, nalilito po kayo or nalilito po tayo at the beginning kasi nga baliktad po yung location niya. So, just remember po na yung ending po would usually be the ending of the sentence and whatever comes before it are the reasons, the causes of something. So, pag sinabi po natin na because, we have a new grammar today. So, ito po yung so na nakikita nyo po. So, look forward to that. Mamaya po sa grammar section, malalaman nyo rin po kung paano po gamitin yung because. Okay, so let's go to the next example. 친구한테서 편지를 받아서 정말 기뻐요. So, yan po yung vocabs natin, no? 기뻐요, meaning I'm very pleased. So, I'm happy for what has happened to me. 기뻐요. So, happy daw. But 기뻐요 can mean both happy and to be pleased, no? So, 기뻐요, you have to make sure na something happened to you. Kaya, you feel very pleased with yourself or pleased with what happened. So, happy po kayo sa nangyari. 기뻐요. 정말 daw. So, 정말 very or really happy. 정말 기뻐요. Bakit kaya? Ano yung rason nun? So, the reason why they feel very happy, 친구한테서 편지를 받아서. Because I received a letter from my friend. 친구한테서. So, 한테서, from. So, galing po sa isang tao. So, galing sa tao, 한테서. So, whoever you say na, I got this from my mother, 엄마한테서. I got this from my kuya, 오빠한테서. Or kung lalaki ka, 형한테서. So, 친구한테서 daw. So, from my friend. So, ano yung na-receive niya? 편지. So, 편지 is a letter. 편지를. So, object po yung letter. 편지를. And 받아서. Because I received. 받아서. 친구한테서 편지를 받아서 정말 기뻐요. Yan po, baliktad po yung structure niya between two languages, no? So, hopefully, nakikita nyo po, you don't need to master it right away, but just be aware the structure is backwards po in Korean. So, baliktad nga po siya kasi helpful po yun sa pag-analyze ng mga sentences, sa mga reading in EPS topic. Okay? So, just be aware lang po. Alright, let's go to our next example. I feel bad because I failed the exam. O, sino naman hindi po makakaramdam po ng ganito? Na nag-aral ka, nag-effort ka talaga, nag-memorize ka ng ilang vocab, tapos yun pala, babagsak ka sa exam. Of course, everybody will feel this way po, no? 시험을 못 쳐서 기분이 나빠요. 시험을 못 쳐서 기분이 나빠요. 기분이 나빠요. So, I feel bad. So, masama ang pakiramdam ko, masama ang feelings ko. Bakit? Ano yung rason? 시험을 못 쳐서. Because I failed the exam or I couldn't take it well. 시험을 못 쳐서. 시험을 못 쳐서. So, ito po yung rason, no? Kawawa naman po siya. Pero sana po hindi po yan mangyari sa inyo. Gusto ko naman po na lahat na nanonood ngayon ay papasa ng exam. Amen ba? I-comment nyo naman po dito sa YouTube ko. Okay, so let's read our next example. The movie was so sad that I cried. 영화가 너무 슬퍼서 울었어요. 아이고, so 슬퍼서 is sad. It was sad. 슬퍼서. So yung 슬퍼요, not necessarily yung feeling mo palagi. It can also be an event. So you can talk about the movie was sad, the ending was sad, the drama was sad, the K-drama was sad. Kasi it's not just your feeling, it could be a scenario po, no? Kaya ito po ay pwede naman. So sad, it was so sad daw. So 너무 슬퍼서. 너무 슬퍼서. Anong ginawa niya? Ano yung action po niya? 울었어요. 울었어요. I cried. Umiyak ako. 울었어요. 울었어요. I cried. 울었어요. Bakit siya umiyak? Bakit? 영화가 너무 슬퍼서. The movie was so sad. Because the movie was so sad, 영화, movie, 영화가 너무 슬퍼서 울었어요. So, ito yung nangyari. Ito po yung event, ito yung nangyari because of this. How do you know it's because of this? There is a grammar connected na so. And later, we will get into that po, no? Okay, let's read our next example. I am tired because I've been working a lot. 일을 많이 해서 피곤해요. 일을 많이 해서 피곤해요. Okay, so ito po yung vocabulary po natin, no, na 피곤해요, tired. Oh, I'm tired, pagod na ako. Bakit kaya? Ano yung rason po nun? 일을 많이 해서. Because I've been working a lot. 일을 많이 해서. So, 을, so yan po yung object. So, working, work. 많이, a lot of. 해서, to do. So, to do work. So, I've been working a lot. 많이 해서. So, because I've been working a lot, ito po yung ramdam ko. 피곤해요. Sino nakaka-relate dyan? Ako, nakaka-relate ako dyan. 일을 많이 해서 피곤해요. 진짜요, 진짜요. 이거 거짓말 아니에요. Okay, last na po, I am sleepy because I did not sleep last night. Okay, 어제 잠을 못 자서 졸려요. 졸려요. So, ito po yung 졸려요. I'm sleepy. Antok na ako. 졸려요. Bakit? Bakit siya inaantok? So, bakit kaya? 어제 잠을 못 자서. Because I did not sleep last night. Okay? 어제, last night, or yesterday. So, parehas lang naman po yan. 어제, last night, or yesterday, 잠을 못 자서. 잠을 못 자. Did not sleep. Could not sleep. Hindi nakatulog ng maayos. 잠을 못 자서. 잠을 못 자서 졸려요. So, I am sleepy because of not sleeping yesterday. Alright. So, next part ng vocabulary po, i-review lang po natin yung mga 4 seasons in Korean. Nasa page 181 po ito, medyo nag-skip lang po ako ng page konti para lang po makita natin ang 4 seasons of Korea as part of vocabulary pa rin. So, you need to be able to know this information, 정보, because yung mga page na ganito na puro culture or information about Korea ay possible lalabas sa exam, possible itanong din sa inyo in interview. Like, what do you know about Korea? Of course, sa Korea, may 4 na season sila. Tayo, wala. So, this is something that a lot of beginner APS topic aspirants should know also. It's something that's very common knowledge about Korea. So, 정보, information, 4 seasons in Korea. 한국, Korea. 한국, 사계절. 사계절. So, di ba alam nyo na po na ang 계절 is season. So, ano yung 사계절? 사계절 is 4 seasons. 사계절. That's the word for 4 seasons. 사계절. Kasi ang sa galing po sa number 4 in Sino-Korean. 사계절. 4 seasons. So, 한국에, basahin po natin, 한국에 사계절. Bakit ito ang basa ko Bakit hindi uy? Kasi po, particle to. Ownership particle. Ang 한국 ang may-ari nitong word na to. 한국의 사계절, 4 seasons of Korea or Korea's 4 seasons. Okay? Kaya yan po ang purpose ng uy particle na yan. 한국의 사계절, and since it's a particle, we read it as not uy. 한국의 사계절. Review lang po natin na pag winter season po, ang winter season magsisimula po sa December, 12월, tapos January, February, 1월, 2월, 겨울 po ito, winter po siya. So usually 3 months, 'di ba? In 1 year. Tapos, after ng winter po, magiging spring na siya. Kaya magiging hindi na malamig, warmer weather na po. So from March to May, 3월, 4월, 5월 is spring. Boom! Spring season po siya. After the spring season, iinit na po yung panahon, magiging summer na sa Korea. Ang summer, 여름, starts from June hanggang August, 6월, 7월, 8월. 6월, 7월, 8월. So, 여름 naman ang season, summer. And after summer is the last season, before winter again, autumn or fall. So, from September to November, 9월, 10월, 11월. So, right between the hottest and the coldest seasons of the year. Kaya marami pong nagta-travel sa autumn season or sa spring season kasi sa dalawang season na to, ang pinakamagandang weather na kaya po ng katawan ng kahit sino. Pero technically sa summer sa Korea, kayang-kaya rin natin tiisin yon. But to be honest, nung pumunta po akong Korea, nung summer period nila around July, sa sobrang init, sa sobrang humid po ng weather nila doon, di ko talaga kayang huminga. So, ganun po kalala minsan ang summer sa Korea. Mas mainit pa minsan kesa sa Pilipinas. So, ayun. So, kaya mataas po ang ticket rate. So, yung price ng ticket papuntang Korea, mas mahal po sa gantong season. Usually, magse-sale sila gantong season po. So, pag magpaplano po kayo ng bakasyon or pag nasa Korea na po kayo, alam nyo na 4 po ang season. Get ready for the hot and the cold. Mag-ingat po tayo, no? Alright, so ito po summary lang naman po ng mga seasons at relevant months po nila. So from winter hanggang autumn, 겨울, 봄, 여름, and 가을, which we covered naman sa chapter 15 part 1, no? So hindi ko na po babasahin yan. Ngayon, nandito na tayo sa dialogue. Okay, so finally dialogue na po tayo. So iwan ko po kayo, piplay ko na siya, ang dialogue po natin. And then later, after the dialogue, i-breakdown ko po ang mga sinasabi nila.
대화 2.
오늘은 날씨가 참 좋네요.
네, 요즘은 날씨가 따뜻해서 기분이 정말 좋아요.
수루 씨는 봄을 좋아해요?
네, 저는 봄을 가장 좋아해요. 투안 씨는 무슨 계절을 가장 좋아해요?
저는 겨울을 가장 좋아해요.
Ayan, ang dialogue po. So, let's break down the dialogue po, guys, between two characters. Si Tuan, ang lalaki, at si Suru, babae. So, start po tayo kay Tuan. 오늘은, today. So, ngayong araw, 오늘, today, 오늘은. 날씨가, 날씨, weather, 날씨가. So, alam natin na yung subject of the sentence is 날씨. The topic po of the conversation is about today. Kasi si 오늘, meron po siyang un particle, meaning topic po siya. So, the topic of the conversation ay tungkol sa ngayong araw. Pero ang gusto kong sabihin po na maganda ang weather ngayon, ang panahon po ngayon. So, 날씨, weather, 가, subject, 참 좋네요. So, 좋네요, yung neyo, we already learned from the previous chapter part 1 na 좋네요 is expressing surprise or delight or wonder na ay, ang ganda pala. So, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay ang ganda pala. Ang ganda pala ng weather ngayon, no? 날씨가 참 좋네요. So, ano naman po si 참? Anong word po kaya si 참? Si 참 po ay isang example ulit na tinatawag nating adverb. And I already explained in part 1 na ang mga adverb po ay mga dagdag na word lang. Pang-abay po na nagbibigay ng ibang quality tungkol sa adjective or verbs po natin. So, it gives more quality, more information about this word. So, pag 참, very po siya. So, it's very nice today. It's so nice today. So, the weather is so nice. 참 좋네요. So, other example sentence, 오늘 참 덥네요. So, it's very hot today, no? 오늘 참 덥네요. Next, 영화가 참 재밌어요. So, the film is quite good. The film is very good. 영화가 참 재밌어요. So, 영화 meaning film or movie. Okay, so 참 is an adverb po. Okay. So, kaya po wala po siyang mga particle-particle. At nakalagay po yung adverb bago ang adjective, bago ang verb natin. So, very nice daw. Very nice ang weather today. So, yung reaction ni Suru, ne. So, nag-a-agree po siya. So, yung mga word natin na ne, yes, is also used agreeing to what you said. Ay, oo nga, ne. 요즘은, ano yung 요즘은? 요즘 is lately. So, these days. Lately po, lately, 날씨, weather, 따뜻해서. So, ito naka-blue color po siya, no? Bagong grammar po natin ang asa, also, heso. And we will be learning that right after this. So, 따뜻해서, because the weather is warm. Because the weather is warm, may nangyari po sa kanya. Ano nangyari kaya? 기분이 정말 좋아요. I feel really good. 기분이 정말 좋아요. 기분이 정말 좋아요. Bakit? Bakit siya feeling good? 따뜻해서. Ano yung 따뜻하다? 따뜻하다? Ano yung warm ngayon? Yung weather. So, hindi dahil siya ang warm, pero yung weather ang warm. 날씨가 따뜻하다. So, because the weather is warm, the reaction is 기분이 정말 좋아요. Yan ang sabi ni Suru. So, si Tuan, Suru 씨는, so, dinirect niya yung tanong kay Suru, Suru 씨는 봄을 좋아해요? Do you like 봄? Do you like spring? 봄을 좋아해요? 사비 니 수루, 네, 저는 봄을 가장 좋아해요. 가장 is the most. So it's another example of adverb po. Adverb to amplify the quality of something. So 가장, the most like. So I like it the most. 봄을 가장 좋아해요. Then si Suru may follow-up question pa. 투원 씨는 무슨 계절을 가장 좋아해요? So, 가장 umulit lang po. What's the most that you like? So, ano yung tinatanong niya na anong gusto mo? So, what exactly are they asking for? 무슨 계절. So, 무슨 계절? What kind of? So, nandito po siya. What kind of? 무슨. So, when you ask what kind of movie, for example, ang daming movie kasi sa mundo eh. So, 무슨. So, when you put 무슨, there should always be a noun after 무슨. So, when you say na, what movie are you watching? Are you watching? Example po. So, yung watching po, buwayo. Buwayo. Of course, question po to, no? Pero yung what movie, if you want to ask what movie, 영화를 봐요. Pero 무슨 영화를 봐요? Pag sinabi po natin 영화를 봐요, it's not what movie are you watching? Do you watch movie po ito. So, 영화를 봐요? Do you watch movie? But that's not the question. Ang gusto mong itanong, anong movie ang papanoorin mo? Anong movie po ba? So, if you want to ask, what movie are you watching? Then, you say, 무슨 영화를 봐요? So, when we look at the examples po ng 무슨 for what or what kind of, 한국에서, in Korea, 무슨 일을 하고 싶어요? This is a possible question in the EPS topic interview doon sa skills test po. So, 한국에서 무슨 일을 하고 싶어요? What kind of work do you want to do in Korea? Siguro, ang gusto mong sabihin, any work will be okay. Of course, gusto po natin na kahit anong trabaho basta makarating sa Korea, ang gusto po natin sabihin. Pero, kailangan po sa interview na medyo mapapakita nyo po sa kanila na may interest po kayo sa specific industry o sa ibang klaseng trabaho. Siguro, kung what kind of work you can do machinery work. No? So, 무슨 일, 뭐 기계에 대한 일을 하고 싶어요. I want to do work related to or about machinery. Parang ganyan po dapat ang mga sagot. Let's give a specific answer. So, 무슨, you have to give the name of something or the title of something. Kaya dito sa 무슨 영화를 봐요, hindi po, ano to? Ang sagot po natin dito sa 무슨 영화를 봐요, you are giving the title of the movie is the answer. Yan. So, ang title ng movie, is it Avengers or is it ano ba yung mga ibang movie na meron po tayo? Hindi ako, matagal na ako hindi nakapag sine. Anyway, so when you ask 무슨, what or what kind of. One last, 무슨 과일을 좋아해요? What fruits do you like? So when you ask 무슨 과일, what fruits do you like? Hindi po, I like sweet fruits. I like sour fruits. No po. They are asking what fruit? Apple, orange, pineapple. O, yan po ang sagot po natin. So, 무슨 과일을 좋아해요? What fruit do you like? Ayan. So, ang gamit po ng 무슨, there should always be a noun after it. So, 무슨 영화, 무슨 과일, 무슨 가방. Ganyan po ang gamit ng 무슨. Okay, let's continue. O, the last sentence po, si Tuan, sabi po niya, 저는 겨울을 가장 좋아해요. I like winter the most. So, 겨울, winter. 겨울을 가장 좋아해요. I like winter the most. So, before we go to the grammar lesson po, meron po akong additional lesson po na hindi nyo po makikita sa libro kasi nga po, ito ay pandagdag lang. Something that often gets asked while I'm teaching. Tapos, nagtatanong po yung mga estudyante, mga EPS aspirant, ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng mga words na to? So, I already mentioned to you guys na meron po tayong tinatawag na adverbs po, no? So, ang adverb po mga pang-abay gives us the quality kung paano po ginagawa ang isang action or yung quality po ng isang adjective. So, ang isang example ng adverb ay very. So, we always say, I like it very much. It's very late. Yung mga ganyang expression po, no? So, it gives emphasis that it is more. So, very or so much of something. At ang dami po nating may encounter po na very in the Korean language. So, I compiled po a lot of the different very adverbs, and I also will explain to you guys ano ba yung pagkakaiba nilang lahat. Is there a difference to all of them? Merong konti. So, I'm going to let you guys know. So, first, we have the different very types of adverbs. So, ano yung pagkakaiba nila? So, first, we have from the bottom, 진짜, 정말. And then, when we go up the scale, 너무, then 매우, then 아주, then 참, then 굉장히. So, we have all of these very adverbs. Tapos, from the bottom, less formal po siya. So, at the bottom po, we have 진짜, 정말, and 너무, which are often used day to day. As in, everyday maririnig nyo po siya. And very common din po. Ang 매우, tsaka 아주, are also very common naman. And you've also heard 참 in the dialogue. At meron din po tayong 굉장히, which you will also be able to see. So, the difference is there is less formal and more formal ways to say very, no? So pag casual lang po yung usapan, then you would probably use 진짜, 정말, pwede ring 너무 when using this in casual conversation. Pag nasa mas formal setting po tayo, may kausap po tayong boss or elderly, pwede po tayong gumamit ng 굉장히 compared to this one. Kasi less formal nga po ito. Then we have another scale, which is the daily use and the used sometimes. So this is not a 100% accurate po, no? So wag nyo pong sana isipin na, yung sinasabi ni Son Sing Nim, 100% yan. Wala pang room to wiggle. Walang wiggle room. So, that's not the case po. What I mean is, although I've made a scale here, it's only for you to understand. So, there will be times na may mga tao na mas gamit po nila ang 참, mas gamit nila ang aju, kumpara doon sa 굉장히. May mga kilala po ako na palaging nilang ginagamit yung 진짜, 정말, and they never use 굉장히, probably because they don't know the word. So, iba-iba po talaga po tayo. So, whichever is being used more often depends on the person. Pero itong less formal and more formal, ito po talaga yung nagpapaiba sa kanilang lahat. Okay? So, let's start dito sa bottom sa 진짜, 정말. So, ang translation po niya ay really, truly, and used almost every day. Kaya maririnig nyo po yan talaga kahit sa mga K-drama. 진짜? 정말? Palaging ganyan yung mga reaction ng mga Koreano, di ba? So, 진짜? 정말 is just really. 진짜 어려워요. It's really difficult. 진짜 어려워. It's so hard, so difficult. Ayan. So, every day maririnig nyo siya. And it's not formal at all. Then, when you move up the scale, meron po tayong word na 너무. So, ano naman po si 너무? Si 너무 po, a lot. So, too much. So, ito po ay isang negative expression 80 to 90% of the time. Okay? Of course, ginagamit din po yung 너무 for other expression na hindi lang negative, but it means The Koreans often use this for all expressions, yes, but it also means too much. So, sobra. So, may meaning po kasi si nomu na sobra na. Kaya nga po very it's too much. Sobra na po siya. So, yung sobra na yan can be both positive and negative. A lot of the time, it would be used in a negative manner, but you can also use it in the positive. Like this example po. 이 식당의 비빔밥이 너무 맛있어요. So, the bibimbap of this restaurant is so delicious. So, sinasabi niya na so delicious, 너무 맛있어요. So, over na siya. So, over the expectation na po na ay, ang sarap niya. 너무 맛있어요. Okay? So, yung 너무 po, not necessarily always negative, but it means too much of something. At maririnig nyo po din to. Makikita nyo rin po ito palagi. So, when we go up the scale po, meron po tayong word na 매우. So, ano si 매우? 매우 is greatly, really, truly. Very similar po siya kay 진짜, tsaka kay 정말. But since we are going up the scale po, less formal na po siya. Sorry. So, what I mean is this is more formal kumpara kay 진짜 정말. So when you use 매우, then probably you're in a more formal setting compared to talking with friends. So may kausap kang senior or co-worker, then you would probably use 매우. Probably. So yung 매우, 날씨가 매우 춥습니다. The weather is very cold. 매우 춥습니다. It's really cold. Ayan. So mas formal po siya compared kay 진짜 정말. So, in a more casual setting, you would probably use this. In a more formal setting, you would use this. Pero meron pa tayong mas formal pa na tatlo, no? So, let's go up the scale ulit. Punta po tayo kay 아주. So, si 아주 means so or exceedingly. So, it again has the meaning of too much. Pero, imbis na too much na sobra, too much po of a positive. So, si 아주 is the positive and 너무 is the negative. So when we use 아주, you will always use 아주 with a positive expression. So for example, 17이 아주 좋아요. 17 is so good. Or, I like 17 very much. So kung meron pong K-pop fan po dyan, ito po yung example ko. So meron po kasi silang kanta na 아주 nice, no? So si 17, kaya po yung kanta nila ay 아주 nice because nice is a very good or nice expression. It's a good word. So si 좋아요 is also a good word. It means to be good, no? So 아주 좋아요. Meron po ba tayong expression na magagamit natin yung 아주 and then a negative word? No. So for example, if you want to say, oh, it is very not very delicious. For example lang naman. So not very delicious. Would you be able to say 아주 맛없어요? Would you be able to say 아주 맛없어요? Hindi po yan possible. Kasi nga, it needs to be a positive expression to be able to use 아주. So what is the correct way to say not very delicious? 맛없어요 means not delicious, right? So 맛없어요 for not delicious, you can use 너무 맛없어요. 너무 맛없어요. Not very delicious. 진짜 맛없어요. Not really delicious. Pwedeng-pwede po yan. 매우 맛없어요. I think this is also possible. But for 아주, hindi po pwede. Basta negative expression, we will not use 아주. We will use any of these three. Technically four. Okay? Ayan. So, let's go up the scale naman. After 아주, meron po tayong 참. Ang 참 po na to, 참, really, truly, quite. Parang parehas lang po kay 매우 po, no? So, si 참, 오늘 업무에 참 잘했네요. You did quite well in today's task. 오늘 업무에 참 잘했네요. So, yung 참, it means quite. So, it's actually more formal compared to 진짜, 정말, 매우. So, mas formal po siya. So, in a work setting, then you would probably be using 참 a lot of the time. So, it's more formal compared to the others. But it's used less because not all the time we use it. Kasi pag tayo mga bata, mga 20s to 30s, we will probably be using 진짜, 정말 in more everyday situation. Pero pag nasa formal situation tayo, then 참 would be best probably. No? 참. Then, the last po sa scale natin ay si 굉장히. 굉장히 has a meaning of extremely, greatly, immensely. So this one, more often than not, it's formal. So pag sa mga work setting or in front of audience, then instead of saying 진짜 정말 because it's very casual, yung mga words na to, then in 굉장히 would just replace this word. So si 굉장히, for example, when I handled work for the first time, it was extremely confusing. So nasa work setting po tayo and speaking to a boss, probably 처음 일을 담당했을 때, when I first handled work, 굉장히 혼란스럽습니다. It was very or extremely confusing. Pero hindi naman ma-offend yung tao pag sinabi nyo po yan. So it's just you're giving the adverb of very to something that you are feeling or experiencing. So ganyan lang po. Parehas lang po sa 진짜, 정말, 너무, 매우, 아주, 참. They have different translations po other than very, and you also have a couple of words na more often used in the negative, more used in the positive. So these are just things to take note of, and hopefully ang additional lesson po na ito ay maging useful po sa inyo sa future reading lessons po natin or mga EPS topic conversations or reading questions po. Alright, so let's get started sa grammar po. So for the grammar lesson dito sa chapter 15 part 2, ito na po ang grammar using asa, asa, or in translated because. So ito po yung isang grammar po natin talking about the reason or cause of an action or a state. So ito po, verb or adjective stem ang i-attach natin sa asa also. So there will be some conjugation that will happen. Huwag kayo mag-alala, ituturo ko naman po sa inyo kung paano po i-conjugate ng tama. But before we go to the next slide para ma-step by step po natin, I just need to let you know, not let you go naman. Ano to? Frozen 2. Okay. So ito po, a or u daw. But this is actually wrong. So the book is wrong. If the last vowel of the stem is a vowel other than a or u, kung pansin nyo po dito sa other part ng sentence, if the last vowel of the stem is a or o, magkaibang vowel po yan. So na-typo po siya. So just to be clear, ito po ay dapat o vowel. Okay, so before we move forward to how to use the grammar asa, asa, we need to first understand what is conjugation. Kasi alam ko po, marami pa rin po ay nai-intimidate at hindi po talaga alam ano ba talaga ang meaning ng conjugation po, no? So just to simplify it lang, ang conjugation po, ang ibig lang sabihin po niya ay changing the form of the verb to a variety of grammar endings. So, sa mga EPS aspirant po or anybody learning Korean, conjugation is one of those rules where we need to understand that it happens in any language. So, even in English, even in Tagalog, there will be conjugations po. Kaya po yung kain, nagiging kumakain, kinain, kakain. So, lahat po yan ay conjugation din po ang tawag. It's just that we don't necessarily have to think about it in our native languages. So, in Korean language, kailangan po na conscious po tayo. May sariling rules din po ang Korean, no? So, yung pagpapalit ng form ng mga verb or adjective, meaning conjugation po, there are actually just 3 varieties. May 3 varieties of grammars to conjugate. Para lang po masimplify nga natin. Kasi alam ko medyo marami nga po yung mga grammar na aaralin nyo. But if you simplify it into these 3 varieties, it makes it easier to categorize in our heads. Okay? So sa 3 varieties, ang unang variety po ay meron po tayong mga grammar na nagsisimula sa a, o, yo, or he. So, ito po, nakita nyo na po yan from our previous lessons po. Like, for example, sa chapter 8, ito po yung present tense polite, ayo, ayo, heyo. No? Meron din po tayong past tense, which is found in chapter 10, at, ot, het. And we also have another grammar po found in chapter 11 that follows the same rule. 주세요, 주세요, 해주세요. So, all of these po fall under this category of a, o, yo, or a, ho, he. No? And what are the other varieties po? Meron po tayong variety of grammar na nagsisimula naman sa So, what are these examples po? You also learned it in chapter 12. Meron po tayong useyo, which is a polite command. Useyo. Then we have Chapter 13, 을까요? Seeking an opinion or suggestion from another person, 을까요? And we also have 을래요, expressing an opinion, 을래요, which is found in chapter 14. So all of these start with So if you go back to our previous lessons po, ang mga conjugation po na nagsisimula sa ay ibang-iba sa mga nako-conjugate natin into the a, o, he rules. No? So if you categorize it and separate the grammars that you learn along the way into these categories, magiging mas madali na po siya because it means that you don't need to follow these rules if you want to conjugate to something that starts with right? So these are the first two varieties or first two categories. Ano yung pangatlo? These are others. So the others that start with kiyok, niyon, piyop, siyot, siyot. Example of this is goshipta, which we learned in chapter 13. It doesn't start with a o he. It does not start with So si goshipta, diba? Ina-add lang po natin, dinidikit lang po natin yung verb stem. So this doesn't follow the same rules as these two. No? Then we also have neo, which we just learned in part 1. So it's si neo po, we also don't need to apply the same rules as this one. And we have chiyo, which is an example that you will learn in chapter 19, si chiyo, which also does not follow the same rules as these two. And we also have definitely yung mga alam nyo na po na bunita, smnita. In the EPS topic books, ito po ay makikita natin sa chapter 28 pa. But I think a lot of you guys who learn or self-study Korean often learn about bunida, smnita already. So if this is familiar to you guys, part of the others category po siya. Kasi kung paano po tayo mag-conjugate ng bunida, smnita does not really follow these two. No? So now you can see that the three varieties of grammars to conjugate falls under one of these three categories. So for today, which category are we learning? Yung aso also falls under this category. So kung paano po tayo mag-conjugate ng chapter 8, 10, and 11 sa ayo, oyo, heyo, and etc. will also follow the same rules in aso, asa, and hesa. So that's our lesson for today. We're going to follow this variety or this category po. Ayan, so start po tayo sa first rule of conjugating to aso. So si aso, the verb stem ending in an a vowel or u vowel, dadagdagan po natin ng aso. So the purpose of using the aso connecting grammar po is to talk about the reason or the cause of the following state or the following action. Alright? So, first, step by step po muna natin kung paano po i-conjugate ang aso into the different verbs and adjectives, and then we will read some examples. Okay? So, tsata, to be salty. Tsata. Since tsata, ang stem po niya ay tsa, ayan. So, yung a vowel po natin, we already removed the. So, si a vowel, part po siya ng grupo na to. So, following rule number 1, we will be adding aso to the stem. So, tsa plus aso. Ayan. So, tsa, aso. Since tsa, a, dumoble po yung a, pwede po nating tanggalin. We can remove the extra a. So, now, tsa, aso just becomes tsaso. So, let's look at the example. Because the food is too salty, I cannot eat it. I can't eat it. 음식이 너무 짜서 못 먹어요. One more time. 음식이 너무 짜서. 음식이 너무 짜서. Because the food is too salty. So, this is the cause. Then, talking about the effect or the next state, 못 먹어요. So, this is the following action. So, the reason why you cannot eat it, 못 먹어요, it's because of this. 음식이 너무 짜서. So, you end up, you cannot eat it. Let's use 비싸다 as another example. 비싸다, to be expensive. Tanggalin po muna natin si ta. So, now we have 비싸 after removing ta. So, 비싸, again, a vowel, still follows rule number 1. So, dagdagan natin ng aso. 비싸아서, 비싸아서. Again, we can also remove the extra a. Kasi wala pong consonant po sa ilalim niya. So, we can remove the extra a. So, 비싸서, 비싸서. 자동차 가격이 비싸서, because the car price is expensive. 자동차를 안 살 거예요. 자동차를 안 살 거예요. I will not buy this car. So, the reason, 자동차 가격이 비싸서, because the car price is expensive, ito po yung cause, then this becomes the action of the person. They will not buy the car. I will not buy the car. Bakit? 자동차 가격이 비싸서. So, ito po yung rason, no? Let's look at 오다 naman. So, 오다 means to come. 오다, remove ta. Ang stem po niya na o is still following the same rule. So, nasa rule number 1, o vowel naman siya. Parehas pa rin po. So, lagyan natin ng aso, o aso. Si o aso, you can actually combine. So, pag may vowel ending po tayo na o beside a, we can combine to make wa vowel. So, si o a becomes wa. So, waso. Because it is raining, 오늘 비가 와서. Because it is raining, 약속을 취소했어요. I canceled my plans. So, ito po, ang action po niya, 약속을 취소했어요. I canceled my plans. Bakit? Ano yung rason? Ito yung rason. 오늘 비가 와서. So, the reason always comes first before the action taken. 오늘 비가 와서 약속을 취소했어요. Okay, another example. 좋다, to be good. 좋다. Removing 다, ang matitira po na stem ay 좋. So ito, may O vowel pa rin siya. Siguro hindi nyo po nakikita. For the others, ito po siya. O vowel po ito. O vowel po yan. And it still falls under rule number 1. So, O vowel, we will add aso. 좋 plus aso, 좋아서. So, wala na po tayong i-combine. Wala na po tayong tatanggalin. It's because there's a consonant below. So, there's no removing or adding anymore. So, it's 좋아서. 기분이 좋아서. Because I feel good. Diba? Part yan ng mga vocabulary po natin. 기분이 좋아서. 노래를 불러요. I sing a song because I feel good. So we have the course of action, the action taken, at ito po yung reason kung bakit niya ginagawa to. 기분이 좋아서. Because I feel good. 기분이 좋아서. So were you able to understand how to use aso in rule number 1? Now, we will go to rule number 2, aso. So for aso, if you're already familiar sa chapter 8, 10, and 11, how we use the a, o, he rules, sa rule number 2, the verb stem ending in any other vowel except a or o, we will add aso. So, yan. So, the verb stem ending in other vowels except a or o. So, itong dalawa lang naman po. So, kung hindi po itong dalawa, automatic, the verb or adjective falls under rule number 2. Okay. So, let's look at to stand, for example. 서다. 서다. So, to stand. 서다. Ang stem po niya ay 서 because we'll remove the. 서. Then, si 서, hindi po siya a. Hindi po siya o. So, rule number 2, dagdagan natin ng 어서. So, 서 plus 어서. 서 plus 어서. 서, 어서. Oh, it's the same vowel. So, since same vowel po siya, pwede natin tanggalin ang extra o. We can remove. So, now it becomes 서서. Let's look at our example. Because I'm standing in line for 2 hours. 2시간 동안. 2시간 동안. 줄에 서서. Because I'm standing in the line. So, 줄 meaning a line. Yung linya po or pila. 줄에 서서 기분이 안 좋아요. I don't feel good. Parang si kuya. Na? So, because I'm standing in line for 2 hours, 2시간 동안 줄에 서서. Because I'm standing in line for 2 hours, yan po yung cause. And this is the action taken or this is the state of the person. Meaning, yung feelings niya. I don't feel good. 기분이 안 좋아요. Pag nakapila ka na for 2 hours, pang 2 oras na, malamang talaga hindi po maganda ang pakiramdam doon. So, 기분이 안 좋아요. Okay, let's look at 보내다. naman, for example. So, 보내다, it means to send, but it also has a meaning of spending, like spending time, spending a holiday. So, 보내다, remove da to get the stem. 보내, ang stem. Since ang ending vowel po natin, hindi po siya a, hindi po siya u, then we can add asa instead. So, 보내 plus asa. 보내어서. 보내어서. So, ending stems. So, stems that end in the vowel na ganito, we are allowed to remove the o. So, we can remove it. So, si 보내어서 becomes 보내서. Okay, so let's read. Because I spend my vacation well, I'm happy. 휴가를 잘 보내서 행복해요. 휴가, meaning the vacation. 잘 is an adverb for well. So, I spend my vacation well because I spend my vacation well. This is now the state of the person. Masaya siya. 행복해요. 휴가를 잘 보내서 행복해요. Next, the example vocabulary natin ng to be sleepy, no? Part of the vocabs, 졸리다. 졸리다. Remove the, we're left with 졸리. Hindi Jollibee. So, 졸리. Then, since hindi po siya o, hindi po siya a or u, dadagdagan natin ng asa. So, 졸리 plus asa, 졸리어서. Combine the e and the o to make the ya vowel. So, si li, o becomes 려. 졸려서. 졸려서. Because I'm sleepy in the morning, I drink coffee. 아침에 졸려서 커피를 마셔요. Because I'm sleepy in the morning, I drink coffee. So, ito yung rason. Ito po yung action taken. 커피를 마셔요. I drink coffee. 아침에 졸려서. Because I'm sleepy. Okay? So, we have another example po. 입다. To wear. 입다. To wear. Ip. Ang stem po niya, after removing ta, ip plus 어서. ip, 어서. 입어서. So, there's no removing or adding anything anymore. Since E vowel po siya, not A, not O, so we will add the 어서. 입어서. Because I'm wearing a coat, it's not cold. 외투를 입어서 안 추워요. Ayan, 외투 for coat, 입어 for wearing. So, because I'm wearing, 입어서, 외투를 입어서 안 추워요. It's not cold. 안 추워요. And one more example, 이다, to be, is, are, am. Okay. So, si E, after removing ta, again, we can still use rule number 2. E plus 어서, 이어서. So, si ida, ito po ang dictionary form ng 입니다. 이에요. 예요. Ito po yung dictionary form niya. So, if you just want to say, oh, it is something, 봄이어서, for example, because it is spring, 봄이어서, then we can give the statement, 날씨가 따뜻해요. Bakit? Why is the weather warm? What we learned in the earlier chapter, sa weather po nga. So, dahil spring po, edi ang weather po, warm weather na po siya. 날씨가 따뜻해요. Bakit? 봄이어서. Because it is spring. 봄이어서. 날씨가 따뜻해요. Ayan. So, sa rule number 3 naman, ito po ay 여서 or in parenthesis, 해서. Kasi under ng category or rule number 3 po ng conjugation, pag hada verb po ang ma-encounter natin, hada verbs, dadagdagan po ng yoso. And from adding yoso, it changes to heso. Alright? So, our first example of this is hada. Simply, hada meaning to do. So, ang first step always, remove ta. Ang matitira po ay ha. Then, we will add the yoso ending. So, ha plus yoso, hayoso, si hayo can actually change to he. So whenever we add yo to hada verbs, it always changes to he. Kaya marami pong mga lesson na madali lang na pag hada, palitan lang po ng he. Kaya ganyan po palagi. This is just the long way. So si hayoso becomes heso. So our example, because I play or do a lot of games, my eyes are red. 게임을 많이 해서, because I play or I do a lot of the games, 게임을 많이 해서 눈이 빨개요. My eyes are red. 눈이 빨개요. So ito po yung rason. So the reason why their eyes are red. So naman gagaling po dito ang rason, no? So our next example, to be tired, 피곤하다, which is from our vocabs. 피곤하다. So let's do the shortcut version naman. So pag may hada verb po tayo, palitan lang po yung ha, gawin po nating he. Okay? So from ha to he, then we add the so. 피곤해서. This is the shortcut version and definitely you can just follow this shortcut version. Pag hada to he, ha, he, 피곤해서. Because I am tired, 피곤해서 I will take a nap. 낮잠을 잘 거예요. So 낮잠 is a day nap or a day sleep or pretty much nap lang naman po yan. 잘 거예요 or 자다 is to sleep. So 잘 거예요. So I will sleep in the day. 낮잠을 잘 거예요. bakit? 피곤해서. Because I'm tired. 피곤해서 낮잠을 잘 거예요. For the next example, ito po ang 행복하다, to be happy. 행복하다, again, hada verb po siya. So, pwede po natin tanggalin ang ha at palitan ng he. So, replace ha with he. So, 행복해서. So, because I'm happy. So, in this example po, hindi na po siya simpleng sentence lang. Dialogue na po siya. So, in this dialogue, si Ka, nagtanong po, why are you dancing? Ayan, sumasayo po siya, no? 왜 춤을 춰요? Why are you dancing? So, ang sagot po niya, magbibigay lang po siya ng rason. He does not need or they do not need to share other actions po after the reason. Magbibigay lang po sila ng rason, which is 행복해서. But they want to be polite, so add lang po natin ng yo sa ending just to make it a bit more polite. 행복해서요. Because I am happy. 행복해서요. So in this case, si aso also heso is not strictly in between a sentence. Pwede rin po siyang gamitin pang response if somebody's asking a question or asking for the reason of something. Pwede po tayo magsagot ng gantong way. So 행복해서요 because I am happy. So now, what we will do po sa mga examples po natin ng rules number 1, number 2, and number 3 did not really specify pag may mga irregulars po. So dito po kasi sa irregulars, there are some special rules that we need to follow. And I think yung iba po sa inyo ay medyo familiar na po dyan sa mga rules po. But just in case na hindi po tayo familiar, I already have a separate video about irregular conjugations. In this case po, ang irregular na i-apply po natin yung ayu, oyu, heyo, or ayu, oyu, yoyo. So you can go to this video or I'll link it down in my video po para mapuntahan nyo siya just for another review. But don't worry, meron naman po akong mga example for each irregular type. For our first type of irregular, ito po ang mga irregular real verbs and adjectives po. So when we want to conjugate the irregular real to the a, o, he, so si molda will be our example po. Bolta, to be far. Molta. So yung stem po niya, mol. So dito po, may kailangan po bang gawin? Wala na po. So si irregular real are one of the irregulars that you don't need to really follow any conjugation exceptions or other rules po. So gamitin lang po natin yung rule number 1, 2, 3. So, just conjugate normally. So, kung normally po ang gagawin natin, since o vowel po yan, o vowel, we will follow rule number 2, which is adding the 어서. So, 멀 plus 어서. 멀어서. 멀어서. So, irregular real verbs and adjectives do not have any special conditions po with a, o, he, grammar. So you already know the varieties, no? So yung a, o, he, our first variety category. Yung mga grammars na yan na nagsisimula dyan ng a, o, he, you just conjugate normally po. Pag irregular, real. So let's just read an example po. Because the company is far, I ride the bus to go there. 회사가 멀어서 버스를 타고 가요. So, because the company is far, 회사가 멀어서, so ito po yung action taken. 버스를 타고, so ride the bus and go. So, I ride the bus to go there. 버스를 타고 가요. Ayan. So, hindi na po natin kailangan na i-conjugate, may special conjugation ang mga irregular real. So, other examples are 살다 to live, 팔다 to sell, 만들다 to make, etc. So, anything with real sa ilalim po ng stem, no need to do anything. Conjugate normally. For our next example, we have irregular, 비읍. So, these are example mga to be hot, 덥다. So, any adjectives mostly na may biip sa ilalim niya, we will be conjugating. Okay, so how do we conjugate 덥다? So, our first step, of course, is to remove biip. So, since gusto po nating i-conjugate nga po si 덥다 into an a o he rule, please remove biip first. So, now, to ang matitira. But there's another rule. We need to add u. So, dagdagan po natin ng u. So, magiging to-u na po ito. So, this is our new stem. Since this is a new stem, then we conjugate normally. Add natin si so, since u vowel is part of rule number 2. So, so na po siya. To-u, so. So, to-u, u-o can actually be combined. So, combine po natin, si u-o becomes wo. So, 더워서, 더워서. Because the weather is hot, I am using the fan. 날씨가 더워서 선풍기를 쓰고 있어요. So, because the weather is hot, I'm using the fan. 선풍기를 쓰고 있어요. bakit? 날씨가 더워서. Because the weather is hot. Our next irregular po, irregular, 디귿. So, one example po, to listen, 듣다. So, what are the rules to follow to conjugate to a, o, he? So, 듣다, step number 1. So, we need to remove da first. So, tanggalin po si da. After removing da, we change 디귿 to real. So, si 듣 will change to 들. So, ito na po ang bagong stem natin. So, 들 na ang bagong stem, since vowel po siya, we will add asa. So, 들어서, rule number 2. So, 들어서, yan, 들어서, because I'm listening. 음악을 들어서, because I listen to music, what is happening? 기분이 좋아요. So, I feel good. Ayan, bakit? Why do they feel good? 음악을 들어서. Because they listen to music. Yan. So, ang irregular, 디귿, ganyan po natin i-apply or i-conjugate po. Next, we have an example for irregular, 시옷. So, let's use to swell as our example. 붓다, to swell, 붓, ang stem po niya. So, first step, we need to remove 시옷 in order to conjugate properly. So, let's remove 시옷. Ayan. So, si pu, then we will add asa. Kasi rule number 2, hindi naman yan o or a vowel, right? So, we will add the asa, bu, asa. You don't need to combine anymore. So, hindi na po kailangan mag-combine. Hindi na po siya magiging buo. It's just buo. No more conjugating any further. Just say buosa. So, buosa, no need to combine na po. Okay? 눈이 부어서 치료를 받았어요. Because my eyes are swollen. 눈이 부어서 because my eyes are swollen or swelling. 치료를 받았어요. 치료 is treatment. So, treatment po, 받았어요, received. So, nag-receive po siya ng treatment. Bakit? Because nga, yung mata niya ay lumubo. So, they are swollen or they were swelling, no? Next, irregular heat. So, gurota. To be like that, so gurota, step 1 is remove the to get the stem. So, gurot. What's our next step? So, the first step to conjugate irregular heat is to remove the heat. So, gurot, tanggalin si heat, magiging guro. So, after guro, we will add the E vowel po. So, again, you can always go back to the irregular conjugations to learn more about the different rules. So, here, guro, when we add the E, si guro ay magiging gure. So, gure. So, a lot of the irregular hiyut po becomes E vowel po in the end. So, gure, adding oso, gure, oso. We can actually remove the o here. When you go back to rule number 2, pwede natin tanggalin si o pag may e ending ng stem, no? So, gure, remove o, gureso. Baka familiar po ito sa inyo. Gureso is one of the conjunctions. Alam nyo na kung saan galing po siya. 지금 바빠요. 그래서 파티에 못 가요. So, right now I'm busy. 지금 바빠요. 그래서 파티에 못 가요. So, because it's like that, I cannot go to the party. 파티에 못 가요. So, yung 그래서, which is very common in the EPS topic and also in Korean language in general, when you have a statement before 그래서, this is stating the reason. So, ito po yung reason. Because of this. So, because it is like that, 지금 바빠요. So, because of me being busy, because it's like that, because I am busy, so, hindi ako makakapunta. So, it's connecting the reason with this part of the sentence. So, this is the next course of action or the next result po. So, hindi po siya nakapunta sa party. Bakit? Dahil dito. So, si Gureso is pointing out the previous statement that this is the reason of why this happened. Yan. So, Gureso. Therefore, and so, 그래서 because it's like this, because I am busy. Alright, so we have our next irregular po, irregular 기쁘다, to be pleased, as one of our examples in vocabs. First, remove ta, so 기쁘 is our stem. Our next step to conjugate the irregular, tanggalin natin si So we will now remove 기쁘 ang matitira. So, since there is no vowel anymore, wala na pong vowel po dito kay 쌍비읍 or si double P, we need to add another vowel. So, si oso po, we can remove the circle or si iyong consonant. Tanggalin po natin para yung o dito sa oso goes to the piip, the 쌍비읍. So, i-combine na po natin to. So, ki, 쌍비읍 plus oso, 기뻐서. So, paano ko nalaman na dapat oso ang gamitin ko? It's because the remaining vowel beside it, E vowel, falls under rule number 2, which is any other vowel except a or o. No? So, ki is falls under rule number 2. So, oso ang idadagdag ko. So, 기뻐서. Because my friend is pleased, I'm also pleased. 친구가 기뻐서 저도 기뻐요. So, because my friend is pleased, edi ako rin, 저도, me too, I also, 기뻐요, am feeling pleased. And for our last irregular ru. So, magkaiba po ang irregular kay irregular ru. Diba? So, dapat buong syllable po ito sa dulo ng stem. Ru, 빠르다, to be fast. 빠르 is the stem, so we need to remove So, now, we are left with riul. So, in this case po, kumpara doon sa irregular na rule, si irregular ru, we have to add a second riul. Kailangan po natin idagdag. Saan po natin ilalagay? Dito na lang po sa ilalim. So, now we have a double L. So, yung double L po, double L, how do I know if I will add aso or oso? tingin po kayo sa remaining vowel niya. Since a vowel po ito, then I add aso. Okay? So I will add aso from rule number 1 kasi a vowel po ito. So rule number 1, dagdagan ng aso kasi a vowel po siya. So aso, but since there is an extra consonant here, kailangan po nating bigyan ng vowel. So we need to remove the circle, walang sound naman po yung consonant na yan. So riul plus a, 빨라서. 빨라서. So we can combine the riul with a. 지하철이, so because the subway is fast, 지하철이 빨라서 안 늦었어요. I was not late. So because the subway is fast, 지하철이 빨라서 I'm not late or I was not late. 안 늦었어요. So 안, negative, 늦었어요. To have been late. Alright, so now we're back to page 179 kung saan po nagsimula tayo sa grammar lesson po na ito. I was able to give you guys many examples and also how to conjugate for each irregular verb. So hopefully nakuha po natin, no? So now, let's look at the examples in the books using the aso, oso, heso grammar. So again, we attach aso, oso to the verb or adjective expressing yung reason po or the cause. Okay, so the reason or cause. So let's read the example. First example, 배가 아파서 병원에 갔어요. So, pumunta po siya sa hospital. They went to the hospital. 병원에 갔어요. Bakit? So, to answer the question why, this is the reason. 배가 아파서. Because my stomach is hurting. Because my stomach is in pain. So, 배가 아파서. Because I have stomach ache. Ayan. So, I have stomach ache. Kaya pumunta ako sa hospital. Yan ang first example natin. Our next example po, 약속이 있어서 먼저 집에 갔어요. So, 약속, appointment or plans, 있어서, because I have. So, because I have a plan or because I have an appointment, 약속이 있어서, ano nangyari? 먼저 집에 갔어요. So, 먼저 meaning first. So, first of all. So, first of other things. So, unang-una, umuwi na ako. 집에 갔어요. So, I went home. I already went home. 약속이 있어서 먼저 집에 갔어요. Alright. So, in this case, before we go to our final activity po, we have something called the contrastive features. Gusto lang po niya bigyan ng major point kung paano hindi po pala gamitin ang aso, oso. Just to make sure that it's not misused, no? So, si aso, oso, it means because. So, we already learned that talking about the reason or the cause of certain things, aso, oso, heso can be used. No? But unlike English, the past tense cannot be used in the preceding clause. So what this means is may restriction po ang paggamit ng aso-oso. You cannot conjugate this with a past tense. Okay, so what do I mean? So we have this example po. So si 비가 많이 와서 행사가 취소되었다. The event, 행사, event, 취소되었다. Become canceled. So, na-cancel po siya. It happened in the past kasi was canceled eh. It happened in the past. Pero bakit po na-cancel yung event? 비가 많이 와서. Because it was raining a lot. Ang misunderstanding po kasi, pag gusto po nilang explain na nangyari po sa past, ginagawan ding pong past ang aso, oso, heso like this. 비가 많이 왔어서. Because it rained. Dahil umulan, 비가 많이 왔어서 행사가 취소되었다. They are trying to tell you that this is incorrect. Itong 왔어서 is incorrect. Ito po ay tama. 비가 많이 와서. So the past tense or the past form of the sentence will only be visible in the ending. So nasa ending verb po natin ang past. Okay, so this might be a little bit confusing. So, meron po akong dalawang example pa to let you know the difference of how to use properly aso, oso with the past tense. So, for example, kahapon, may sakit kasi ako. kaya hindi ako pumunta sa office. Because I was sick yesterday, I did not go to the office. So this all happened yesterday. It happened in the past. So paano po natin sasabihin to? So the correct way to say na because I was sick yesterday, I did not go to the office. 어제 아파서 회사에 안 갔어요. So because I was sick, 어제 아파서, yesterday because I was sick, 회사에 안 갔어요. So, yung past tense po natin nandito sa dulo po, no? So, 안 갔어요, did not go. So, I did not go. It was in the ending. Nasa ending po natin. So, 어제 아팠어서, so apat is the past tense and then nilagyan natin ng oso to say that because I was sick, 어제 아팠어서 회사에 안 갔어요. So, they are saying that aso, oso, unlike in English, past tense cannot be used in the preceding clause. So here, in the attachment of aso, oso, heso, we cannot use it in the past. Dito lang po pwede mag-past. Sa dulo po ang past. So in context, the context of the entire sentence, alam na ng tao, you are talking about a past event. You just need to make sure ang reason po natin is not including the past tense. Okay? So, I have one more example po. So, because the weather was hot last week, another past event. So, last week pa po ito na mainit daw po ang panahon. So, there was not a lot of people outside. So, last week, there was not a lot of people. 지난주 날씨가 더워서 야외에 사람이 많이 없었어요. So it means na outside or outdoors, there was not a lot of people because last week's weather was hot. That's what this means. So si 더워서, because it was hot, hindi naka-past tense. Nandito po yung past tense sa dulo. So for this one, 지난주 날씨가 더웠어서 is incorrect. You cannot use aso, oso, heso in the past. So the past tense will only be visible at the end of the sentence. So, aso, oso, heso, you're only required to use it just to state the reason. Hopefully, nakuha po natin with these examples kung ano yung restriction lang po ng aso, oso, heso. And moving forward, there will be more grammar rules to learn. Hala, yung boses ko. So, there will be more grammar rules to learn. So, hopefully, makuha po natin ng lahat. Okay, so finally, we're here in the final activity. So we have this activity po na titingin po kayo sa picture at kukumpletuhin nyo po yung fill in the blank. So you need to complete the sentence following this conversation. So there are 4 fill in the blank questions to fulfill. So these are the first 2. So iwan ko po muna kayo for a while. Tapos, pagbalik po, I'll explain the answer. Okay, so ito na po ang mga tamang sagot. But before we go to the answers, basahin po muna natin si Pookie. So for the example po, Pookie, 다 무슨 계절을 좋아해요? Which season do you like? So what season do you like? So 4 lang po yun, no? So si Na, ang sagot po niya, 날씨가 따뜻해서, because the weather is warm, 봄을 좋아해요. Based sa picture po, warm weather po ito. So, 날씨가 따뜻해서. So, you're going to use the aso, oso, heso to the verb or adjective related to the picture. Okay, so let's start sa number 1. 무슨 계절을 좋아해요? So, which season do you like? So, dito po sa example po natin mukhang refreshing. Okay? So, mahangin po siya. So, 날씨가 시원해서. So, the weather is refreshing or cool. 날씨가 시원해서 가을을 좋아해요. So autumn or fall ang gusto po niya. Bakit? 날씨가 시원해서, because the weather is cool. So that's the first answer for number 2. 무슨 계절을 좋아해요? So, which season do you like? So, since snowing po siya, gusto po niya ang winter. 겨울을 좋아해요. So, 눈이, snow. So, what's the expression when snow comes? 눈이 와서. Because it snows, 눈이 와서 겨울을 좋아해요. Because it's snowing, I like winter. Or because it is snowy, I like winter. Okay, so did you get it guys? Number 1 and number 2. So let's practice pa po. Meron pa po tayong number 3 and number 4. Again, stay there guys. Kayo na po ang sasagot po. Iwan ko po muna kayo and we'll come back with the correct answers. Pause the video if you like. Okay, so the correct answer for number 3, start po muna tayo dito sa conversation po kay Ga. 오늘 기분이 어때요? So today, how are you feeling? So how are you feeling daw po? So looking at the picture, so mukhang warm weather din po tayo or the weather is good. So not necessarily hot weather kasi masaya po siya. Pag mainit po, mainit ang ulo din. So mukhang hindi naman po umiinit ang ulo niya. So in this case, feeling good po siya or the weather is nice. So 날씨, the weather, 날씨가 좋아서. Because the weather is nice, I feel good. 기분이 좋아요. 날씨가 좋아서 기분이 좋아요. Ayan. So, good weather po, good feeling. Okay, so number 4 na po, last na. So, since raining po, kamusta naman po yung tao na to? 오늘 기분이 어때요? How are you feeling today? 오늘 기분이 어때요? 비가, so B meaning the rain, yung ulan, 비가, so when it comes, the rain comes, 비가 와서, because it is raining. 비가 와서 기분이 안 좋아요. Because it is raining, 비가 와서 기분이 안 좋아요. I don't feel good. So because it's raining, I don't really feel good. 기분이 안 좋아요. And that is the end for chapter 15 part 2. Great job po guys! Great job for finishing the video until the very end. Alam ko po medyo mabigat po yung lesson ngayon kasi ang dami nga pong information. Baka na information overload pa po sila. Pero sana hindi naman. So this is just all part of the journey and you always can pause the video and rewatch it naman anytime. So don't forget, you can subscribe to my channel for continuous upload and updates regarding sa EPS topic books. And also, part of the future plans ko po ay mag-upload din ako ng mga videos tungkol sa topic 1, topic 2, other specific grammar lessons. So hopefully you continue to stay subscribe para makita po natin yung journey po of Korean language. No? So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you sa next video po natin. 여러분 감사합니다.